So today I'm behind the wheel of the 2022 Mazda CX-5 in the Signature trim, and I'm going to take some time to go through the interior of this thing. So starting as I normally do from left to right. Over on the left, you've got your window switches, you've got your door locks, you've got a toggle for the rear mirror adjust. Up top, you've got your door latch. To the right of that, you've got a trunk release, this teacup view looking button. You push that, it'll display camera views around the vehicle. Pushing it again, cycles through. And then again, and it disappears. So you got lane assist off and parking sensors off as well. Moving to the gauge cluster. It is a digital display in the center, as well as analog gauges to the left and right of that. So you've got the tach over on the left. You've got a digital live miles per gallon reading with the little blue dot signifying what you have been averaging. You've got a fuel gauge over to the right of that. This is a digital speedometer showcasing what gear you're in down low. Of course, the temps over on the right, as well as another fuel gauge to the right as well. Moving to the steering wheel. The back of the steering wheel features paddles for shifting should you wish. So you got down and up on the right. To the left, you got volume control, tuner knob, you got talk buttons for your phone. You got lane or the distance of the cruise control system can be set over here. You've got the cruise control settings. The steering wheel, should it impede or kind of save you from changing lanes, as well as more cruise control settings as well. Give you a better look at the steering wheel. You've got the engine start stop button located to the right and behind it. And you've got the navigation display. So it features basically 5 main pages. So you got information, entertainment, communication, navigation, and settings. So starting at the top, information features a fuel efficiency monitor, showcasing the fuel efficiency of the vehicle. Sirius XM Travel Link vehicle status monitor, telling you when your next service is, the maintenance details. You can also adjust some of those vehicle settings should you not want to follow the manufacturer's interval or put your own dates in. Backing out a little bit. So obviously entertainment is whatever media you're listening to, communication, and your phone should you have connected. I currently have Android Auto is my main usage, but it's not enabled because the phone is recording right now. But you would be able to kind of toggle over to the right and it would say Android Auto, or if you had Apple CarPlay, it would be over here to the right, and you just kind of toggle over to it. Navigation and settings. So we're gonna go in settings. You got settings for your in-vehicle displays, center display, sound settings. Oh, we got a severe thunderstorm warning. Sound settings, safety settings, driver assistance, safety alerts, pretty much all the settings you could imagine. Vehicle settings, the doors, exterior lighting, interior lighting, the rain sensing wipers, kind of a checkbox right there, turn signals. Connectivity settings, so between the Bluetooth, smartphone, and Wi-Fi settings. System settings, clock, temperature, software updates, everything like that. It's pretty simple navigation display, but I kind of like it based on its simplicity. And of course, the time is displayed to the right. Down below that, you've got 2 HVAC vents and a hazard button center. You've got a heated steering wheel button located over here on the left. Down below that, you've got heated seats for the driver and the passenger, as well as a whole bunch of other normal HVAC controls. This is the off button for that. You got toggles to the left and the right, and it's displayed digitally right here what the temperature is, and the speed of the fan right here with the fan buttons down here. AC. You got ventilated seats for the driver and the passenger as well down below that. Tucked under here, you've got an old school smoker's plug, as I call it. You also have right here a charging pad, which can be enabled by an on button, and that's kind of some cubby space if you leave it off. Back from there, you've got the gear lever. So you got park, reverse, neutral, and drive. And once you're in drive, you can knock it over and select your gears in the manual position. But once you're in drive, you can also select the gears on the up here on the steering wheel. So I just went from 2, now I'm 1. Put it back into park for safety. To the left of the gear shifter, you have the My Drive mode. So it's a little toggle switch, and the best way to showcase when I toggle is on the center instrument cluster. So it starts in normal, then you got sport, and then you got off-road. Now normal, obviously, it's just the standard vehicle mode. Sport will liven up the throttle should you need to accelerate more quickly. And off-road is kind of a misname, but it's really just a mode that decreases the wheel spin. So if you're in a muddy situation, rock situation, but I would recommend maybe turning this mode on in a very icy, snowy environment as well, even though that's on the road. So that'd be a good spot to turn on the off-road option as well. Going back to the center console, to the left and back, you got the parking brake latch. You've got the auto hold button, which is basically the save your right foot in traffic button. Push this when your foot is on the brake. You can release, stretch your foot out a bit, and put your foot back on the brake. You can push it and go on your way. So this is to the right is the media controls. So you got quick options to the entertainment, navigation, home. You got a favorites button and the back button. And this is the toggle as well as a push down for everything I was doing up on the screen. This is a volume control knob, as well as you can turn it off to the right of that as well. Moving back, you've got 2 cup holders located right here. I'm using it to hold my gimbal, the bottom of my gimbal. And you've got your armrest. Pulling that up reveals USB slots, which I'm currently using one to charge, as well as an old school smoker's plug right here as well. This removes this little cubby space. Pretty deep. Put that down. You got your glove box. Features Bose speakers throughout, so you can see on the door as well as up here on the A-pillar. Give you a look at the door, the seats, the rear seats. The front cabin gets a sunroof, and the sunroof controls are above the center console. But that is pretty much the interior of the 2022 Mazda CX-5 in the Signature trim. If there is an option on the interior I didn't go in depth enough on, you have some questions, be sure to leave them in the comments below, and I would love to find you an answer, or if I don't have an answer, I'll point you in a direction where you can get an answer. But thanks for watching.